This program is made possible through the support of our generous sponsors. The Talk of Paynesville, a Paynesville area community education production in association with the Paynesville Area Chamber of Commerce.
Good morning and welcome to the Talk of Paynesville, our community live stream talk show. I'm Jacob Bertram.
And I'm Faith Jacobson. Thank you for joining us live today. We are glad you are watching. Please enter your questions in the comment section below at any time during this broadcast and we will try to get them into the show. Jacob, did you know that today is National Gorgeous Grandma Day, National Vanilla Ice Cream Day, and National Refreshment Day?
Wow, all those three in one day, man.
And I just want to give a shout out to my two gorgeous grandmas and my grandma Gailey, who I know will be watching this. Thanks for watching.
Well, folks, we have a great show in store for you today. Our in-studio guest is Mr. Mike Jacobson, the editor of the Paynesville Press. We also have our local trivia contest, joke of the week, chamber member spotlight, inspirational quote of the day, and of course your Meg Wealth Management Money Minute.
Before we get started with the trivia question, we thought you may be interested in a sneak peek of the Career Tech Ed remodel project at the Paynesville area. This video shows what the former high school wood shop, metal shop, and AG shops now look like at this point in the remodeling process.
Looks a lot different than it did before.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. And now what you all been waiting for, the weekly Paynesville trivia question. Alright, we're going into Paynesville sports for this question this week. Question is, who holds the record for most passing yards in one Paynesville football game? Was it A, Josh Bungham, B, Max Widener, C, Jason Campson, or D, Matthew Quaid? You can enter your answer in the comment section below and we'll answer them later in the broadcast, and you might be our lucky winner this week. Good luck to everyone. We'll be right back after this.
We all want to be centered on life's best moments. The big ones, the small ones. We know you don't have time for complicated banking, and we believe you deserve something more. Our friendly and knowledgeable team is here to make banking easier with the right financial accounts, loans, and services to fit your needs. It's our promise to you to place your needs at the center of all we do. Central Minnesota Credit Union, centered on you.
Big Wealth Management has offices located in Paynesville and in Wilmer and is a comprehensive wealth management, investment, and insurance firm. As your trusted advisors, we are wholly dedicated to helping you reach a higher purpose for your wealth and design a lasting legacy for your family. We leverage deep industry knowledge, a vast network of specialized services, proven investment strategies, and a passion for serving you. Let Make Wealth Management help you live your life by design, not by default. Well, we want to welcome Mr. Mike Jacobson, the editor of the Paynesville Press, in the studio today. Mike, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Mike, please tell us a little about the history of the Paynesville Press and how you and your family fit into that history.
The Paynesville Press was founded in 1887. That's when the current downtown was known as New Paynesville. The railroad had just come through and the present day downtown was being created. A man named George Stevens was the first editor, and there are stories about how he got the printing press off the train and into a building so he could set up a print shop and print a newspaper. There were some newspaper wars, but the other towns at the time around here, we had an Old Paynesville and a North Paynesville, and they had their own newspapers for a time, but the New Paynesville won out, and the Paynesville Press won out, and my great-grandfather, Clarence, purchased the Paynesville Press in 1924, and he was a printer and came to Paynesville and operated the press. Then my grandfather, Earl Lemesurier, had it for 30-some years. My parents had it for 30-some years. And now I guess I'm on 20 years, close to.
That's great to have that, in your family for so long and be able to keep that rolling.
Well, we're hoping to celebrate 100 years in 2024 if newspapers make it that long.
So with that, how has the COVID-19 pandemic affected the newspapers?
Well, just like every small business, I mean, the economic slowdown and the people staying home and the has affected everyone. We rely on small businesses and to get their messages out, and when they suffer, we suffer. So it's been slow. Yeah.
What is it like to produce a weekly newspaper?
It is an incredible burden. It is. One colleague said it takes 3 weeks to do a newspaper, so I don't know how we do it in 1 week. It's just a lot of work. We're constantly trying to find news, find advertising, find stories that people will want to read. The job has changed quite a bit. When my grandfather was running in the 50s, it was primarily a printing job, right? Like he spent 3 days just printing the front and back sides of the newspapers. And now we send the newspaper to a printing plant and it comes back in a couple hours. So we spend most of our time gathering information. Whenever you're nervous, like you don't think you have news though, you just look around and say what's new, and all of a sudden all kinds of stories pop up.
How many papers do you usually print each week?
We print about just under 2,000 for the Paynesville paper, and we have a sister newspaper in Eden Valley, the EVW Voice now. And so we've had that for about 10 years, and so we print just under 1,000 of those.
So you said that you also run the Eden Valley Voice, so tell us about that publication and how you got into that as well.
Well, the Eden Valley Journal folded about 10 years ago, and so it just seemed like an opportunity to expand and keep my employees employed, and so we run it on a similar basis. We do most of the production in Paynesville, but we collect news and sell advertising over there too.
If you can recall, what was your most interesting story that you reported on?
My most interesting story. That's too tough a question for me, Jacob. I can't answer that one. I can tell you that my favorite types of stories are, the best part of my job is that I get to spend time talking to people when they have their greatest triumphs and greatest moments. So that is extremely rewarding to, we sort of think of ourselves as refrigerated journalism, which means that we're writing stories that people are very proud of and that they want to hang up on their refrigerators at home, So, when you got to go to broadcast the state FFA convention and, I not only got to talk to you a little bit about that, I got to talk to you in depth about that for 15, 20 minutes and so whether it's some wrestler winning a state title or some academic award or something Faith's going to do in a couple of years, I get to talk about people when they're, talking about something they're very, very proud of, and that's very, very rewarding.
Where do you see the future of the print industry?
Yeah, that's a hard question. Newspapers, paper has been the dominant mass media in human history for hundreds and thousands of years. And we are seeing that come to an end, obviously, right? In the 20th century, we saw radio and television break through. And now we are, in the 21st century, we're firmly in the digital age. And so venues like this that can go out to lots of people without the cost of printing paper and mailing paper. So it's, I think we're already seeing that newspapers and magazines and even printed books are luxury items now. And we're seeing huge changes in society because now not only now everybody can be a broadcaster, everybody can be a blogger, everybody can be a Facebook poster, and there are great sides to that, and then there are downsides to that.
And you still offer the newspaper online, correct?
We do, and I'm kind of old school, so it's still more of a newspaper. If newspaper wasn't such a hard gig, it takes all my time. So I think I talked about putting my autobiography as the news got in the way, right? Like you have all these great things, and then you have to do another newspaper, and the news got in the way.
So if people are interested in being a subscriber to the Paynesville Press,
they can call our office, or they can go online to our website and subscribe, and we appreciate that support.
All right. Well, how does it feel to be, I think you touched on this a little bit more, but being in the Paynesville community and being able to have, tell the stories of the residents of Paynesville?
Oh, I love it. That's the most rewarding part of the job, and hopefully we have a good reputation most of the time. We try to print the truth, but to be pro-Paynesville in it. So that part of the job is very rewarding.
Well, we were joking about it earlier. I was telling Mike, how does it feel to be asked questions and asking questions? Yeah,
I think I'm better at asking them than answering them, but I appreciate you guys having me, and I appreciate what you guys do, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, we enjoy reading the Paynesville Press every week. So that's Mr. Mike Jacobson, the editor of the Paynesville Press, with our in-studio guest today. We'll be right back after this.
We all want to be centered on life's best moments. The big ones, the small ones. We know you don't have time for complicated banking, and we believe you deserve something more. Our friendly and knowledgeable team is here to make banking easier with the right financial accounts, loans, and services to fit your needs. It's our promise to you to place your needs at the center of all we do. Central Minnesota Credit Union, centered on you.
Ag Wealth Management has offices located in Paynesville and Wilmer, and is a comprehensive wealth management, investment, and insurance firm. As your trusted advisors, we are wholly dedicated to helping you reach a higher purpose for your wealth and design a lasting legacy for your family. We leverage deep industry knowledge, a vast network of specialized services, proven investment strategies, and a passion for serving you, Let Make Wealth Management help you live your life by design, not by default.
We now want to welcome Mr. Jeremy Wilner for this episode of Your Money Minute.
Hello everyone, I'm Jeremy Wilner, CEO and founder of Mag Wealth Management, and today we're going to talk about a second quarter summary and an economic environment update. There are really 5 key events that have driven the second quarter of 2020. One is really the battle between the reopening of America versus the virus resurgence, the continuing protest with the Black Lives Matter, Hong Kong situation, and continued government action. As far as second quarter in 2020 performance, stocks really rallied back after a rough first quarter. The S&P 500 actually had its best quarter since 1998. U.S. growth and technology continued to outperform, but it seems like the opening has actually benefited value stocks more than growth stocks. As you can see in the chart, the S&P 500 was up 20.5% for the quarter. The international index was up 19.2%. The aggregate bond index was up 2.9. Russell 2000, which is small company stocks, was up 25.4 for the quarter, but it's still down over 13% for the year. Technology, like we said, was the top sector, up 31.7 and now up 14.3 for the year. The bottom performer actually had one of the best second quarter performance. Energy was up 32.5, but still down 36.8% for the year. The top year-to-date style box was large growth, and the bottom year-to-date style box is small value, where it's still down over 26.5% for the year. As far as up and down days in the S&P 500 of 1%, in 2020 produced 68 moves of greater than 1%. Now this is the only second to the first quarter of 2009 in our Great Recession. We had 16 straight weeks with at least 2 1% moves in the S&P, and we actually had a stretch of 24 of 25 days where we had moves of at least 1%. So even though there's been a rally, we've continued to see volatility being elevated. As far as that battle, we've been having a battle with the reopening and support versus the virus resurgence. We've had economic consequences getting extremely challenging. And we have different cultures of social distancing. And there's an attitude with some people of the fallacy that if I get it, I get it. Consumer spending surged 8.2% in May, but it's still down 9.3% from May of 2019. And also consumption spending was boosted by goods of 28.6. And in most recessions, goods actually are hit harder, but not in this pandemic. As far as the jobs market, May and June created 7.5 million new jobs. And jobs are being regained though, but not created. And we've had permanent job losses of up to 1.8 million since February. And we believe that this could be the end of the V-shaped recovery in jobs. And finally, unemployment. The number of unemployed remained close to 20 million on continuing claims. We've had 15 straight weeks of million-plus initial unemployment claims. And we still believe that government policy will continue that battle between the virus and the economy. So how can you get more information? You can visit our website at magwealth.com or send me an email at jwilner@magwealth.com. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a great day.
Thanks, Jeremy, for your Money Minute. Again, if you'd like to contact Jeremy, please visit their website at makewealth.com.
Now for a quote of the day. Nobody's perfect. That's why pencils have erasers. Unknown.
Don't miss Walter Wheelhouse Trio tonight at Veterans Park for the final week of the Paynesville Area Community Education Summer Concert Series from 6 to 8 p.m. Kronos Cafe will be on the beach selling concessions. Here is a video of Walter Wheelhouse this video is when they played in front of 16,000 fans at the Summertime by George concert a few years back.
Right. this is going to be a fantastic night, so strap yourselves in, put your seatbelt on your chair, and hold on for the ride, okay? This is going to be a great show. One thing I'm going to ask is, as the night starts building, if you can think about just making sure you don't have a lot of extra space between you, because there's going to be a lot of people coming in later on as we go through the night, and we expect a really big crowd. Meet a neighbor, get to see people around you, introduce yourself to somebody new. Couple of things to remind you: we've got raffle tickets for sale over here. There'll be people watching.
Tennessee, I gotta get a move on before the sun. Hear my baby calling my name, and I know that you're the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, 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 mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, 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 mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, 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 mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me.
That was a great job.
Yes,
I'm
it
excited.
really
All right, folks, it's time for the jokes with an S of the week. It's never just one joke, Faith.
No.
It's multiple jokes. Okay, you start us off.
What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, I have one more for you. Why aren't dogs good dancers?
They have two. I don't know.
Oh, she knew it. She knew my punchline. They have two left feet. That's a boo. Matt's laughing though, so he got it. He got it.
Why did the little boy throw a clock out the window? Because he wanted to see time fly.
Time flies when you're having fun, Faith.
Yes.
It really does. I don't think I have any more, do I? No, doesn't look like it.
This one.
Well, that was the joke of the week, and now we have our Paynesville Area Chamber of Commerce Member Spotlight.
Pharmacy in Paynesville knows the meaning of personal service. Their friendly staff takes pride in excellent service. Stop in to see their large gift shop and home medical department. Curbside, mail-out, and delivery are now available. Call New Cara Pharmacy, Paynesville, today. The Paynesville American Legion was chartered by Congress in 1919. As a patriotic veterans organization, focusing on service to veterans, service members, and communities. Post 271 remains valuable thanks to members who choose to actively serve our country at a local level. They also offer a delicious menu for every occasion. Their menu can be found on their website at paynesvillelegion271.org. Paynesville American Legion, Post 271.
Now it's time to answer our trivia question for the week. The question was, who holds the record for the most passing yards in one Paynesville football game? We had some answers from our viewers. Ashley Anderson saying A. Dean Heike guessing. He said, I'll guess D. And we'll have to see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is in fact D. Matthew Quaid. Dean Heike is the correct again this week. Matthew had a game in 2014 was the game. It was against ACGC, and the total passing yards was 483. That's quite the record right there. So congratulations, Dean. You are the winner of the trivia segment for this week.
Thanks everyone for watching. Please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and like our broadcast. Also, don't forget to put your interview ideas in the comment section below. See you next week again at 9 a.m. I'm Faith Jacobson.
I'm Jacob Bertram, and we also streamed on Facebook. And if you'd like to view us there, you can search it on the Paynesville Community Education Facebook page. We're also streaming on Paynesville Studios on YouTube as well. Thanks for watching. I'm Jacob Bertram.
I'm Faith
Stay
Jacobson.
safe. Stay cool, Paynesville.